Hello everyone, my name is Mikhail Trabunski, and in today's video I will be talking about 4 things that you can do to set yourself up for success when you are young. So the first thing that I feel like any young person can do growing up is to surround yourself with people that have the same goal as you. There's a very popular quote out there that says, "Show me your friends and I'll show you your future." I think that quote says a lot in and of itself. If you surround yourself with people that do drugs, that smoke, well, there's a good chance that you might end up in the same place. If you want to be successful one day, well, you probably have to start hanging out with people that also have the same thing on their mind, to be successful. If you start hanging out with successful people, they'll start bringing you up, they'll start helping you out in any way they can. But if you hang out with negative people, well, the only thing that they will continue to do is bring you down, and you will portray their negativity onto other people. For example, if you feel that you're not as grateful as you would like to be, well, then you probably have to start hanging out with positive people, because positive people tend to be more grateful. The other reason why you should surround yourself with people that have the same goal as you is accountability. When you have someone that always keeps you accountable in anything in life, well, then you probably will always be thinking about, how can I improve myself? How can I achieve the goal that I set out for myself? Because if I don't, this person will keep me accountable for it. According to a study, having a friend that keeps you accountable makes it 20% more likely that you will hold off on doing something that you're not supposed to be actually doing. The second thing that any young person can really do is learn how to manage your time wisely.
Time is money, boy!
This can include setting your goals correctly. Whenever you set yourself a goal in life, there's always the thing of managing your time wisely. Part of managing your time wisely is staying organized. Whenever you set yourself a goal, what do you need to do? Well, it's very important to make sure that you know what needs to get done to reach that specific goal. That's why staying organized and making sure when you want to do what is very important. For me, managing time came in handy when it came to going to college. Anytime I had assignments due, I had to make sure I knew when they needed to get done. So what I would do is anytime the term would start, I would look at all the big assignments that needed to get done. After that, I would put them all in a piece of paper or Excel worksheet, and then I would put dates next to them when everything was due. This helped me go day by day seeing what needed to be done. Anytime you set yourself a goal, you have to make sure you know what you need to get done. So this takes us to planning ahead. It's very important that when you manage your time, you have to plan ahead. Obviously, plans change and you have to be ready for that, but it doesn't mean that you don't have to plan ahead. Anytime a day starts, you kind of have to know what you need to get done during the day. Again, setting yourself some goals. Even starting off with setting one smaller goal can help you achieve many others. Sometimes when you put a lot of goals together, it's kind of hard to get them all done because you can get overwhelmed. But getting one goal out of the way one after another can help you actually get more goals done, because knowing that you have one goal behind you helps you go forward in achieving the rest of the goals that you have set for yourself. It is very important to remember that there are always opportunity costs everywhere. For example, when I went to college, my goal was to get a degree, but I knew that that would take some sacrifice. There were some times where my friends would go out hiking, but I knew I had an assignment due the next day. So what did I have to do? I had to stay at home and get my homework done. But the opportunity cost of that was I wasn't able to go hang out with my friends. Same with managing your time. If you manage your time correctly, maybe there are less opportunity costs that you might miss out on. Because when you set yourself a time limit for a specific thing that you want to get done, that can help you. So if you say, I will be doing homework from 1 to 3, well, then you know that during that time you need to stay focused.
Squirrel!
Because then later on, there might be other things that you want to get done. But if you don't get your homework done during that time, then you're going to have to do it later when possibly your friends are hanging out. The third thing that I think is very important for young people is to work on your work ethic. And what I mean by that, I can explain by saying this quote that I heard. Anything that you do in life, do it as if you're doing it for yourself. Why I think that's very important is because I hear many young people saying, oh, well, they're not going to pay me more, I'm not going to do more. Well, you have to understand one thing. If you want to get paid more, you have to actually do more. That's just how life works. Many people continue working a minimum wage job their whole life, and they say, why don't I get paid more? Many people do just the minimum, they just do what they are told. That's why they get paid minimum wage, because they are doing the minimum job. Although I do say that, Many minimum wage jobs are actually pretty difficult, and I say that from experience. When I turned 16, I wanted to start working immediately, so I started applying to any jobs I can, and I finally ended up working for Taco Bell. But I will go more in depth on that in one of my future videos. Part of working on your ethic is learning from your mistakes. When you go through life, you have to start understanding one thing. You will make mistakes. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's very important to understand that when you do the mistake, you have to learn from it and try to not repeat it again. Many people continue doing the same mistake throughout their whole life and nothing changes. Another way you can work on your work ethic is actually going and finding a job as soon as you turn 16. Why that's important is because it's going to teach you many great things in life. One, it's going to teach you that not everything is always going to be paid for you. Many people decide to stay home because their parents pay for everything, and all they do is sit at home, play video games, hang out with friends, and that's it. But if you're young and you actually want to be successful later on, it's very important to start working a job as soon as you can. There are many different skill sets you can actually learn from a lot of these minimum wage paying jobs that you will actually use later on when you actually go into an industry or you start working in a career that you actually want to work. That is why many people enter workforce being unprepared.
I'm not ready.
Because many people didn't teach themselves to have a high level of work ethic, and they go in thinking that life is going to be easy. But understanding the thing that work is not always easy will help you later on. And the fourth thing that I think any young person can help themselves be successful is to start some kind of side hustle. And not only start a side hustle, but actually save the money that they earn. One way that I like to think about it is think of the chores that your parents make you do around the house. It can include sweeping, washing, anything. For example, when fall comes, you have to go outside and rake the leaves. When it's winter, and if there's snow, then you'll probably go shovel the driveway. When it's summer, it's a perfect time to wash your car, so I'm sure that happens more often. When spring comes, I'm not sure what happens during the spring. It's probably a good time to go wash some cats or dogs.
Nice.
You can go mow lawns for anyone in your neighborhood. So as you can see, many of the things that your parents ask you to do as chores around the house, you can probably turn into a side hustle. Personally, I've gone out to shovel some driveways when it was the winter. Also, during spring, I've gone out to mow lawns, so I can definitely tell you that many of these things can earn you some money, especially when you are young. You can't have an actual job. Any type of job that can earn you money, I'm sure will get you excited. Personally, my favorite out of all of these is probably mowing lawns. Although I haven't done that much, but when I did growing up, when I had more time, I definitely enjoyed that one because anytime you would mow the lawn, it would be an easy $20-$30, and me being young, $5 was even a lot. Buying your own pack of gum was always exciting for me, so earning $20 really made me feel like a millionaire, to be honest. That is it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate the time that you guys spent watching this video. If you could also please like and subscribe, turn your post notifications on, it would really help me out. I have a lot in store, a lot more videos are coming up. Really excited for this journey. So if you guys want to come along, feel free to subscribe. Also feel free to give any suggestions or maybe video ideas. I'd love to hear all of it. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. До свидания.